percent of us are going to die because we are seriously sick. We are lying down on bare floors. I plead with them to please evacuate, even though if it is the students and those that government send them to this country should please and please help us. This should be our last day. If we are not able to be evacuated today, I think we are going to die. You guys should please forgive us, because wallah, you can see all these buses, we are ready to go. We don't even have water, we don't have anything, we don't have food from morning till evening. Wallahi,
countries evacuating their nationals, they're eager, they're showing that care, they're valuing their lives. But for us, our own country is just full of excuses. There is no money, it's going to cost a lot. Is it that the money is more valued than 4,000 lives of citizens, of Nigerian citizens living in Sudan, for God's sake? Though we can say that we are from poor backgrounds, all of us here, but that is not a reason for us to be ignored.
For a country like Nigeria, it is sad to hear that while war is raging in Sudan and Nigerians in Sudan trying to escape to the nearby Ethiopia, whilst other Africans who are being allowed to go through into Ethiopia as they run away from the raging war in Sudan, that Nigerians, the said giant of Africa, its citizens were being sent back to go and die in Sudan, where the war is raging. You ask yourself, what sort of a giant in the continent that it belongs in, that countries that are ought not to challenge it, assuming it's truly the giant of that continent, is treating its citizens like nothing? To be honest with you, very, very disgraceful. And what is my point in this? I'll tell Nigerians, the more you continue to elect clowns, criminals, corrupt individuals, politicians, into positions of office, the morality of it is this, is that countries around you, and whether far or near, would treat you in accordance to such decisions that you make. Because, you see, to you, it might not just matter. It might just be, it's my tribal man anyway. I belong to the same ethnic group as him. So even if he's a criminal, let him rule. But the point there, though, is this. See, other countries will not see it that way. They will see all of you as criminals. So in so doing, they will basically have no respect for anyone from that country. And that is the reason why Nigerians would be treated like, I don't want to use the word, but crap, where situations like this arise. If indeed and truly Nigeria was the actual giant, which I strongly doubt, of Africa as it's always been projected by Nigerians, then how can then a country like Ethiopia would treat Nigerians the way they treat you? It's simply because they watch the way your government treats you. They see the type of people you elect into office, that people who are not credible, who have got criminalities or criminal minded, or have got criminal things around them. And then how do you expect that countries around you would respect you? And that is why when well-meaning Nigerians are saying to you, credibility is very important in electing people who lead you, their personality. You do not want to elect people who would not be valued in other countries, who will simply be seen as criminals, as narcotics, as drug traffickers, as people that are not educated, as people without values. You see, it is important that in making choices of who your leader would be that you consider not just how you view them in your country, but how they will be perceived in other countries, because that then turns out and affects the way other people see you and how you get treated. And so that is the reason why other African countries, no matter how small they are, can be allowed to go to Ethiopia while the war is raging and Nigerians are sent back. Just consider that when next there is an election in your country, and when next you think about who you're going to support. But then it's unfortunate that Nigerians are probably going to die in Sudan because the country couldn't care less. You see, the truth of the matter is, you elect people who choose not to talk to you during during campaign times. They avoid you completely. And then when things like this begin to happen, then you want them to come and speak, but they already told you what they were going to do before they even got into office, and you were okay with it and you supported them. So the point there is that, look, Nigerians, what you sow is what you reap. The bottom line is Nigerians has consistently gotten it wrong, and it's even gonna get worse very soon. Why? Because you guys have made a choice that is even more disastrous than the one that is just leaving office, unfortunately. If, God forbid, the narcotic man becomes your president, then obviously you know what is going to happen. Nigerians will probably travel with Nigerian passports and they will be searched to their teeth. They will probably ask you to be removing your panties this time, because if the number one citizen of your country, right, has got narcotic case around him, drug trafficking case around him, and that is the person that you have chosen as your number one citizen, then obviously everyone else would have the right to assume that every Nigerian is corrupt, because that choice matters. If he is your number one citizen and he has got drug issue and he is assumed to be a drug baron or a drug trafficker, and involved in all manner of illicit corruption and so much questions around his character, his person, and all that, and you choose to elect him, who then are you to tell people not to see you in that light? Unfortunately. But anyway, I just taken my time to just explain this, but the reason I explain all this is because of the video that I want to play just after this particular narrative. I want you to watch that video so that you can understand where my pain is coming from. Nigerians, do right for yourselves. Do right for yourselves. Elect the right leadership with credibility, non-corrupt person, a person of character, an individual that you can be proud of and defend anywhere you find yourself. And that is how you can build a true country. So watch the next video that is coming up. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so that when we upload new videos, you will get notified about it. Also, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. With thumbs up, more people can be shown the video by YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Let's watch the video, and then we'll come back again.
Africans do not like each other, right? This is what they actually mean in regard to what is currently happening in Sudan. Ethiopians wouldn't let Nigerians pass through their borders to get their ways back to Nigeria. We all know there is a crisis or war going on in Sudan right now, to the extent that even the Sudanese themselves are fleeing outside of Sudan. The Sudanese who are living in Khartoum are fleeing to their various villages. Almost everybody left Khartoum at the moment, which is the capital of Sudan, except for the international students, most of which are Africans. Some of them are women. They are left stranded in Sudan right now. All they do at the moment is to lie on the floor. Some of them are sick, some of them are injured allegedly. I have spoken with a lot of Nigerian students in Sudan. A lot of them have spoken out on social media. What they said is that one of the safest and easiest way to follow in order to leave Sudan at the moment is to get your way out from Khartoum to the Ethiopian border. And Nigerians try to follow that way with some other international students. Ethiopian immigration allowed every other nationality to pass through their country. Somali, Kenya, Djibouti, Yemen, and every other person except for Nigerians. They asked them to apply for a visa, which they did 3 days ago. Nobody is even looking into their visa application at the moment because there is a public holiday for it in Ethiopia. So they asked them to go back to Sudan while other people are passing. Even the Sudanese are passing, but they wouldn't let Nigerians pass. So they are indirectly asking them to go back and die, that we do not care about you, only care about our neighbors. And remember at the beginning of Russia-Ukraine conflict, where all those white people wouldn't let black people pass through their borders. We came out in thousands on social media calling them racist. Ethiopia is giving us the same vibe. So we are using this medium to call on the attention of the Ethiopian government and the entire African Union to look into this case immediately.
Malawi ma ba su da embassy an zo an ɗauke su an ɗauki kowa sai mu kaɗai a Khartoum kowa ya san Najeriya muna da kuɗi da an ga mu karrama mu ake amma mu ne aka bari na ƙarshe. Na ƙarshe kowa ya gudu sai mu saboda mu ne ba mu da gata. Allah kana gani ka kawo mana ɗauki. Wallahi tallahi ko na crossing border hankali na bare taɓa kwanciya ba yan uwana suna ce wannan wata iliyar musifa ce. Allah ya kokari ba dan halin mu ba wallahi mun ji ko ba a san mu a taimaka mana abin humanity iyayen mu suna ci hankalin su ya tashi.
Once more, thanks for watching. I hope this video has been educative and that you have learned one or two from this video. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click notification bell, also give the video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see the video. From here, thank you and goodbye.